Viewer discretion advised. This content comes with a mature warning that may offend some young viewers. You have been warned. Welcome to Harsholes.
Start a stream? You're not recording it?
Yeah, I'm recording it. I've just started recording, Din. I was like, oh. I said, no, I'm gonna not edit this. Din's already making me edit it. Fucking
Let
Din.
the fun begin.
Right. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, and welcome to Harsholes podcast with me, Nedha.
Hello, I'm Lethal D.
Hello, I'm Crispy. And I'm not English.
I'm Rabbit Squared.
I'm Lula Lucia Creations.
We just waffle a lot of shit, so you'll learn a lot about us, I guess, along the way. But first, I have a question for you. Would you rather, for the rest of your life, some random person you don't know, while you're eating your food, they mama bird you it, so they puke into your mouth? That's the only way you get food. Or every time you need a number 2, a dung beetle has to crawl up your butthole and roll it out.
Hey, get that dung beetle right up.
Yeah, dung beetle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd do a good job.
Some food looks the same no matter how much you chew it. So.
The thing is, though,
Oh my god.
if we was doing the dung beetle,
Well,
where
the
would it be? Do we have to still go to the toilet to do it, or is it just like literally randomly in the street?
I don't know.
In my case, at my PC.
How
Maybe it's
big
just a
is the
portal.
beetle?
I mean, they're
Just a
quite big.
Portal dung beetle.
A portal dung beetle. It lives in your pocket. Lives in your butt pocket.
A little tuxedo and a little hat on.
A little tux.
And he says, Good,
Let me
good
just
day.
take that poop away.
Good day.
But imagine if you're like, in the street and you're like, shit, I really do need a number 2. And then all of a sudden, some people just see a dung beetle crawling down your leg and rolling shit away.
I wouldn't wear shorts anymore.
Rabbit, you're being banned from wearing shorts anyway.
I don't know how to answer that. Aside from just straightforward.
His name's
Oh my
Carl.
God.
Don't mind Carl.
Yeah.
His name's Carl.
Also,
Run away.
what would you do? Like, what would happen if
No,
you
if
had
he's Dalton, He
diarrhea?
has to have a better name than Carl.
Would
I'm guessing.
would you use a straw? Just
Absolutely.
suck it
Yeah,
out.
Call him Dungy.
Oh,
Oh, Dungy.
this is
Come
not
here,
a good
Dungy.
start at all. Oh my god.
Dungy Willington the third.
Dungy Willington III was a little top hat.
Yes. Does he have a monocle? Is he that fancy, or is he?
Oh, he's definitely fancy.
Crispy, what would
Oh,
you
his
pick?
wife and kids.
Would you mama bird it?
I'm going to go with the mama bird.
Yeah, I think I'd mama bird it. I don't think I'd want people to
I
know
would
what
just
my
eat-
turd
eat
looks like.
Chili for the rest of my life.
I've never had chili.
What?
Oh,
I've never had it.
What
I need to send you some
Wait,
Skyline.
what?
I don't know, just the word con carne just makes my stomach cringe.
Yeah, don't call it con carne then. Have a Mexican bean.
That
Chili.
just beans. You're not making it.
Mean.
Oh, Lula.
whoa.
Of course, Lula. Bean. You know, Lula's a king.
No.
Yes.
I love
Yeah, Luna.
beans. What are you talking about?
I just
Beans
not.
are a staple of like.
I've never had a baked bean. I'm British and I've never had a baked bean, nor will I ever eat them.
Not
They
even
s-
the beans on toast?
No. No.
Have you tried
Oh my
beans on
God.
Toast Crispy?
I have not. I would be willing to try it, but I'm not sure if
I
it's
mean,
like
be fair. My
you know, canned
stepdad
beans or
likes
not.
beans. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
My stepdad likes bean soup, but he doesn't like the beans either. So normally we just puree it.
You puree beans.
Yeah. So the texture isn't there, but the soup taste is still there.
I think I'd like to eat the beans. That sounds incredibly wrong. I would like to eat the beans, but not the sauce. I don't like tomato sauce. This is not a podcast, people.
You don't put tomatoes like Heinz beans. You don't put that in chili.
Oh. What beans do you
Yeah,
put in?
it doesn't have the tomato sauce.
Oh. Well, what is in?
You've got a fuzzing behind your
I
mic,
know.
by the
What is
way.
going on with his mic?
You trying to below the hairdryer.
He's
at the same
good in
time.
that Xbox mic. It's
I
fine.
don't know.
He sounds lovely. Very
Kinda
soft
look
spoken.
pretty.
Exactly. He could read me a book and I would fall asleep right away.
Aww.
Read us
Go
a
on.
book, Rabbit.
Go on, Rabbit. Read us a story. Not one of your naughty ones, though. Don't get Lula too excited. She's just
Get
got over
Lula
her migraine.
excited.
She's just got over her migraine.
I'm not over it. I'm just dealing.
Next thing in the, where did your stream names come from?
Oh, please no.
Come on, Den. You can go first. Just by that reaction alone.
Oh.
Tell us the story.
No, it's a basic story, really. To be fair, like, it was a piss take, if I'm honest. So obviously, from when I was younger, I used to do fucking stupid music. Anyway.
Oh
we'll get
my
past
god,
that
is
part.
there any proof of this? We need to hear this music.
I'm never ever telling you.
Is it
about
on
this.
YouTube?
Oh my god.
It's on YouTube. It's on
Anyway.
YouTube. I'll find it.
Do you know
Please
what?
find
They-
it.
they
Next
actually
week.
listen to it.
Yeah,
They
next
actually
week.
listen to it.
It'll be the first thing.
But we won't. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's when I was younger. And
It doesn't matter.
Anyway. So we thought it'd be fucking absolutely hilarious to put Lethal in front of it. So the name originally was Dizzle on Warzone, yeah. And one of my mates was like, "Why don't you put Lethal in front of it?" I was like, "Okay, yeah, whatever." So we did that, and it was just fucking doing all stupid names. A load of people like Donald Trump and all that sort of stuff. And
Lord.
yeah, exactly. And then I shortened it down to obviously Lethal D, and that's where it's come from.
But did you sing on these songs?
Not
Play.
sing, no.
Did you
Are you
beatbox?
rapping?
No, I used to actually rap, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Same.
Oh, I can't. Wait.
Same.
Yeah,
And
it's a thing of the past.
Yeah, but we have people in Siphon that may be able to help you get famous. Oh, we've got 2 rappers in Siphon, so you, Vidane, and and Good Soul.
Yeah.
Wait, we have
as
2
I said,
rappers?
we'll leave it in the past. Yeah,
Twitch and Triforce and Good Soul.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
My name, I know that it's not going to be nowhere near as fun as then, but my name at the beginning was the female gamer because the final gamer. It was actually OG Snowflake that suggested the female gamer. And then, however, I was getting confused when everyone was calling me female while I was playing, and they were like, female, and I thought they were being sexist. I thought they were being really sexist, so I was like, stop fucking calling me, stop it! Like, that's not what, I was getting and then I realised they were shortening down the female gamer. Anyway, so it changed it a few times after that. I was Valador. And then I went back to the female.
Valador?
Yeah, Valador. Don't ask. I changed my name to that.
I like that, actually.
And then I went back to the female game and I was like, it doesn't feel right. And we racked our brains. And I was going to be called Nick Troller. Because I wanted something like Pokemon and, and then I was going to have Nikachu. But
Aww.
it was, if you say it quick, it comes across as another word that I don't want to ever hear.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, we can't have that. That'll get cancelled. And then it was Neda. I wanted Neda, like Vader.
So where did Raider come from then? Because obviously your YouTube channel's under the name of Raider.
Because if Neda wasn't a thing, I wanted Raider. But then if you put it like Raid Her, it also comes across as another bad word.
Storm the castle.
Oh my god.
So I can't have that because people will go, oh, I'm gonna, R-word you. Then Need Her came along. And yeah. And when I changed my name, not very many people were happy with it.
Well.
Yeah.
We like it or lump it,
Well, I like the name getting shortened to Ned. I like getting shortened to Ned. And people kind of know my pronouns as well, Ned, her. I go by her!
Fair enough.
So Crispy.
One stone.
Crispy.
Oh, who? Oh.
I only found out that the beginning of your name was for LP, was Let's Play. Because you told me.
It was Krispy Kreme for the longest time, but due to issues with due to issues with not being able to use the actual because there's Krispy Kreme
Yeah.
donuts here in America. I basically switched it to just, the more of a, starting with the KRISPYCREAM spelling. This way I could basically put it wherever I wanted. But it started back when I was in college for a little bit. They had the computer lab had a bit of people allowed to come together, and we did a Quake 1 little tournament, which is a first-person shooting game from way in the back. It was one of the first-person shooter games that actually allowed for complete mouse control. In the old Doom games, you could only go basically left, right, up,
Yeah.
down. You couldn't control where you're aiming at. Well, Quake was different because you could actually aim with the mouse. So we played that for a bit, and they asked us to come up with usernames. And I thought they said something about dairy, so I'm like, oh, I'll be Krispy Kreme, and it just kind of stuck. And I use that for PlayStation and all sorts of things.
You need to follow him on Twitter if you like lewd content.
That's a horrible.
LP
horrible
Krispy
advice.
Kreme.
Please don't. Please don't.
Horrible advice.
We were talking about this yesterday,
Me too.
and I love the artwork Crispy likes and retweets. It's incredible stuff. However, especially when your mum's in the room with you, you don't want to be opening it next to Crispy, because there is women showing their cream pies a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
And
there's
I-
conversations
Say
with your
that.
partner as to what the hell you're looking at.
Oh, yeah,
And-
you definitely don't want to be on a bus while you're watching any of that.
No. And I'm like, she's quite I don't look directly into the soul of the vagina, I don't. But I'm like, oh, she's quite pretty. She's really pretty. Chrissy's got... I actually look at the female, like, oh. Oh.
Then
Deep
they
into this
follow
one, this
me.
is kind of mad.
Then I get follows from these random. Oh, they're bots. Of
Rabbit,
course,
please
but,
say something.
That's always good.
Yeah, but
What are you talking about?
what
So
like...
I thought the LP in your name stood for like your initials.
I enjoyed. I get a lot of folks. It's kind of funny when I would jump into a stream would be like, "Oh, you part of the army?" They thought
What?
I was like a lieutenant or something. Like LT, but they saw LP.
Oh.
But the big reason why I put that in there is because I couldn't get my name for Twitch. I kind of switched things around to that, so it was a little easier to kind of recognize who I was. But for work at the time, it was always I did collections and stuff like that, so I was bored out of my mind. So I would always look and read Let's Plays, which was a big I think part of if I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Something Awful forums.
Mm-mm.
It was basically a
Oh my God.
huge forum back in the day. Well, there was a guy named Slow Beef who was the head of one of the forums, and they would create what would be basically called screenshot Let's Plays. So they would take like a game like Persona 3 or an RPG, and they would take a screenshot, and then they would kind of write down what's going on, and it would kind of tell a story of the game, as well as if they wanted to put it in their own narrative and stuff like that. So I would spend time reading these as I was making phone calls,
Oh.
and I really enjoyed
That's
them very, very
really
much.
back in the day, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's really back in the day. I haven't
Oh,
thought of something awful in a long time.
I've never even heard of anything like that.
What is the age range of us in here as well?
Well,
Am I the oldest?
No.
The eldest, aren't I?
No.
You're not.
No.
Yes! Yes!
I'm older
Hooray!
than you, goofball.
I
We
think
talked
I'm the
about
s-
this
I
before.
thought you was a bit younger than me, Lula.
I am not.
God damn, yes, I'm happy.
What's everyone's birth year?
88.
Ah, 90.
84.
91. So
95.
oh,
Bunch
Bertram.
of
Baby.
Zoomers.
Wait. You're 84?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm glad I'm
said
not
that.
the oldest.
Oh.
Well, I always call myself the old man, so it's okay. Like I'm the old guy. They're like, no, you're not that old. Then I like tell my age.
The thing is, Crispy, you
"Oh,
don't
you're
know.
picking up dirt.
I would never have thought your age was that. Ever.
I wouldn't either, to
I
be
act a
fair.
lot
No.
younger for what I like to act young because I hang around young people.
Goddamn
Same.
right.
And then where we all come and we're
Wait,
like,
that sounds weird.
we're all the
Yeah,
same
whoa,
age
Whoa.
Wait.
Young.
Oh,
of
yes.
age people. Yes.
of age.
Yeah. Anytime I talk to somebody online, it's the first thing
Hello,
I ask them,
fellow
are
kid.
you over 18? You are. Sweet. Let's have a chat.
Rabbit? Why? Where did your name come from?
Don't
Do-
know.
Just don't tell me it was because you saw a square rabbit.
No. I liked Rabbit, and I wanted something next to it because you couldn't have just Rabbit on PlayStation. So I went through loads of things, and Squared was the first one I put yes because I'd been through like 20, 30 different names.
Oh.
Didn't really think it through.
And now your Discord name is Side Bitch Bert.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say he should change his name to Twitch to that.
Well, squared is like a multiplier, so in rabbits like to multiply. So it works.
I never thought of that, Crispy. I just thought of a square rabbit.
That's
Oh,
what
no,
I
no,
thought
we-
it was.
We don't do boxes around here. Well, we do boxes around here, but
And Miss Lula.
Yeah.
What about your name?
Oh, I've had my name since 2010.
That's like what?
But-
The 12
about
years?
Yeah, about that much. Basically, it was when live stream was still a big thing, and I could not get my original name that I normally go with, which is Raven Winona. And
Oh, that's exotic. I like
explains a lot,
that.
actually.
What do you mean it explains a lot?
Explains a lot. Look at my OC Raven. It's not me. It's Raven, but I want to be
It's
Raven.
not. I've had Raven since I was 14. She's been my OC since I was 14.
Is your real name Lula?
No,
Okay.
it's not Raven either.
As in, I don't want to out your name. However, I always thought your name was Lula.
Nah,
Yeah, same.
I was actually just being stupid. I just put two things together, and I was just like, well, that's it. It's not taken. It's never really taken. Like anywhere I go, if it's taken by me because I constantly forget my password.
No way.
Like constantly. That's why on Twitter I'm Lulalucia Tote because I forgot my password for my phone on Twitter.
I think I did exactly the same thing. That's why I've got Mr. in front of mine.
I wondered why you had Mister. I thought
Yeah,
someone
well-
else had just taken that.
I don't know if I took Rabbit Squared or someone else did, but I had to put Mr. in front of it when I made it.
Bloody hell, rabbit. What would your name be now if you... Oh, sorry, go on, Lula.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm pretty sure on Instagram it's totally Lulalucia.
I think it's just Lula, isn't it?
Is
No,
it?
it's totally. No, it's
Is
totally,
it?
Totally, yeah.
Well, I tag that name a lot, and I've never... One second. Lula?
Just go
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
it is. It's totally Lula.
Yeah, I got you, Lula.
I
That's
tagged that-
my password for my original one.
Oh, yeah, but when you tag... So when I tag your
You
name...
don't need to type a full name in.
Yeah.
You can just type any abbreviation in there.
Oh, yeah, it comes up totally Lula. Lula... Oh, my God.
It's because I'm an old lady, and if I don't write my passwords down, I forget
No,
them.
OG Snowflake is exactly the same. He has, like, if he'll be like, why are you talking about me on the podcast? However, he has Martin Gamer to actually write his passwords down for him because he forgets them. We're like, write them down yourself. Nah, I'll remember them, but he doesn't, and then he gets locked out. It's so frustrating. And then he says to Martin, "What's my passwords?" And we're like, "We don't know. We don't know your Why would we know your passwords?"
It's tough being old, okay?
It must be
Amen.
because it's the same with him, so it must be in your genes. Hey,
Why are you talking about my genes?
because I want to get into them, Lula.
Oh my.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the fuck?
Someone,
Wait, it's not that kind of podcast.
no, me and you were talking in Discord before, Lula, and we were just like, do you wanna get together? And so we were just messing around. And Anwar says to Gamer, Nicole's just casually flirting with Lula in Discord, and I was like, it's Lula. It's fine. Like, he goes, as long as it's Crispy and it's Lula, I don't care. It's like, I could
Very open
ask,
individual.
yeah, I could ask Lula to get her nipples out, and she actually knows I don't mean it in a sexual way. I mean, I might say it like
Damn.
that. I know. If you were here, however. Yeah, no.
Damn.
That's what I like about this community, though, because we know. I will never say it about with Dan because he's like a brother, known him too long, or Rabbit. They're all like brothers. However,
Dane is lethal, by the way, guys.
oh sorry, yeah, you'll learn about this. So, Lethal, I've known you about. Well, I've been with Gamer 13 years, and Gamer's known you about 12. Yeah, so we've known each other for that long. Because you met through a game, didn't you? You was it what
Call it? OGs.
Yeah, they used to rage together. They used to have their own little clan type.
A load of Scottish people.
Yeah, Fergie
no
and
disrespect to Scottish people.
and
it's just to line
I couldn't say stuff like that. I couldn't go to Den, get your balls out, or because that just to me is just I couldn't do it. It's just it's like a brother. However, Crispy, I could say whack your nipple out. I'm gonna give it a little kiss, and it's just look, Crispy.
A little kiss.
Yeah, you have to tease it first.
It's gonna need a big kiss. I've been complimented before. I have very nice nipples, so I'm not afraid.
Well, I don't know if you want to talk about nipples. I don't know why we've got onto nipples. However,
You did start it.
I don't know why I'm talking about my brother-in-law's nipples, but John has Wilco_X on Twitch has the weirdest nipples I've ever seen. They look like burgers. They just burgers. That I don't know that it doesn't match his skin tone. They just look like he's put 2 beef burgers on his chest. So
I don't.
Yeah. There you go. So if you ever go on holiday and you see them, you'll go, yeah. But the thing is, Mark Gamer has weird nipples as well, so I don't know if it goes through his family because his look like spaceships.
No UFOs.
Yeah.
As an artist, Lula, who might occasionally draw nipples, what are your favorite nipples to draw?
Oh yeah.
I cannot show you.
Is it your own nipples you've drawn?
What?
Oh, the nipples.
Dan, do you like in or out nipples?
Who the hell likes in?
Or maybe if you suck them.
Nipples are amazing.
Really?
I don't have them, so I wouldn't know.
No.
Well, I wonder if you sucked an inverted nipple, would it come out?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
well, Crispy knows.
Crispy said that with chest.
I know. Crispy, have you licked some?
Research. What are you talking?
No, Crispy's went straight up. He's like, "Have you got an inverted nipple? Let me just do this."
High school,
Not
you just
both
accidentally
me
run
and
into people.
Crispy both saying yes at the same time. Imagine that.
I think when Rabbit Squared sees a nipple, if he saw something freaky like that, I don't think he'd be able to pull through. Rabbit.
I mean, to
Freaky
be
like what,
fair,
sorry?
I actually do have inverted nipples.
Do you actually?
Yeah,
Is it weird that is it
It's okay. I don't care.
inverted all the way? That fascinates me.
Well, it happened because when I actually had to get breast reduction surgery when I was younger.
You, how could you do that to us? How could you?
Because I was 14 with size F. I needed it.
You could have just given me a cup. Just a little cup of them.
A little cup.
I'd have got lost in them. Not as a child. I don't want to fondle a child. Just put that out there. I meant now. That's come across like I want to fondle a 14-year-old kid. No.
Wait, whoa.
She said she had it done when she was 14. She had the reduction. Yes, and I said I wanted to fondle them. It comes across like I want to do it then.
Yeah, but we know you didn't.
No.
I mean, I'm a double D now, so if you want to, it's whatever. But
I'll still smother them. I'll get smothered by them.
other them.
How did I know this conversation to just go like this?
Nah, I was 14 and I needed the breast reduction, and the doctor did not do their job properly.
So they weren't genetic. It was they touched you. No, they done it from your nipples.
What they do is they cut below
Yeah.
the breast, and they're supposed to cut out the nipple and so that it stays attached, so that it's not like when you get breast implants, it completely like severs the thing or severs the nipple from like the milk ducts. Um, you're supposed to keep them intact, but you know,
That sucks.
And technology too has gone from, 'cause you're talking about in early 2000 ish.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Yeah.
And
Shit.
and technologies now is they've gotten so crazy.
yeah.
But
Let's
But yeah, they
see.
used to have doctor shows back in the day that I would watch, basically doing like operations and stuff like that. They did one like
2002.
that.
Lula's just racking up the
I was trying to think because it was like a year or so before I started high school.
High school.
Yeah.
We don't
Well,
have
also
that.
you couldn't really do big sports and stuff like that though, so it makes sense.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I
Like
bet
a
you
cup
felt
game or anything.
relieved. I bet you felt relieved after.
I did. I did.
Did you have like back problems and things?
Oh, I had hella back problems. Had black problems too, but that's another story.
That's for another show.
I'm not for indigenous, just to let you know.
We're gonna get cancelled so quickly, Lula.
No.
The boys are safe. The boys are safe. We shouldn't air this. Just to say, we're gonna get hated.
It's whatever.
Yeah,
We're the ladies of the group. We're probably gonna get hated regardless.
that's true. Well, my mum, she has I don't ask. You know, to this day, she'll still whack her boobs out in front of me, and it traumatizes me. However, she used to go in a C cup. She was always said like, "Oh, I'm a C cup. I'm a C cup." And when she actually got size a few years ago, she was wearing a super wrong size. She was actually a double G, and she was squeezing her titties into a C cup.
Yeah, that happens a lot actually.
But she's like, "Oh, Nicole, when you have babies, you'll fill out like this," and and I was always like, "Yeah, big tit." No, I just went back to what I was. When I had Haley, I was a D. I was a big booby D, because obviously I was breastfeeding. So I was like, "Yeah, this is going to be amazing. They're going to stay." And then once I was stopped breastfeeding, I just went back. Well, I got a taste of it. I got the taste of the goodness.
Oh, good.
What breast
Body's
size are you
an
then,
amazing
Rabbit?
thing.
Rabbit?
I've not been measured yet.
Yeah, okay, right. We'll get our cup size.
What are
sorted.
you doing, Rabbit?
Yeah. Nothing.
I'll
You
show
just-
you guys my man's ear.
Yeah.
No, I had a DM dungeon master back when I would play a lot of D&D in groups, and some guys can have a large chest. It's weird. It's interesting with different folks. Some men could use a man's ear. Honestly,
Agree.
it would help out.
I'll
And
support.
Or thankfully, knock on this plastic wood. I could just get it all in my gut. I don't have the hangers. I just have a keg. So I need a keg
Yeah,
here.
I'm the same.
I need
I'm getting there.
give some support.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
That's how we felt with this booby
Okay.
conversation. Like, what the fuck?
Right, let me see. What is everyone's favourite game of all time? Let's get back from boobies and nipples. What's everyone's favourite game?
Still end up there.
Probably. Well, when I was a kid, and I don't know if you two older, Crispy, you'll probably know it, Crispy. I'm not sure if Lula will. When I was younger, so this was the 90s, my cousin, he's the same age as me, so we were born a week apart. I didn't have a console at the time because obviously they're expensive. But when I went in his bedroom, he was playing this game, and I think this, looking back, is quite inappropriate. He was having sex with a girl, but you had to. It was like on a console. I don't know what console it was, but it was like they were showing you how to have sex, but it was quite graphic. It wasn't GEA.
What game was
I
this?
don't know. I don't speak to my cousin to ask him, and it would be a bit weird for me to just pop up on his DMs. Hi, what game were you playing? That was showing you how to have sex.
I
Well,
think you should.
I should for next
I
time.
think you
If it
should
got
too.
recasted,
I
I'd
don't-
give it a friend, like.
I don't.
I'm talking to you at 15 years. I'm just curious what the heck game you
What
played.
what game did you take me up to have a look and see this girl getting absolutely railed? I
More
don't.
than likely at that time, probably was like a flash game of some sort.
I don't.
Probably.
Well,
Is
in
it,
my
like,
in my
Go ahead.
brain, you know Toy Soldiers, you know that movie Toy Soldiers where all the toys come to life? It looked like the main guy. That's all I remember. I think Gamer actually knows what game it is, so I'll ask him. However, it's traumatized me. I was about 7.
Just our gamer knows what it is.
He probably
Well,
played it.
Atari, they had something called like Custard's Revenge, which was a banned game, but for America, they had some type of lewd games like that. But you would have recognized the pixels and all that kind of stuff. But more than likely, something of that age, they didn't really release. It was very far and few between, other than maybe some PC games. But for consoles over in America, it was fairly tame during the 90s in terms of for sex and stuff like that. Violence was all over the place.
Yeah.
So is
Leisure
that the
Suit,
game that you really
Larry.
want? Sorry, Lila.
I'm sorry.
No, you go.
Oh no, I was just saying, or leisure, fucking hell.
Oh, love it. Leisure Suit Larry, my
Yes.
favorite. Played them all.
I've never heard of
'Cause
that.
of
What do you
course
do?
I have.
What do you do in that game?
You are a wonderful swinger known as Leisure Suit Larry who wears a leisure suit whose name is Larry. Laugher.
Oh, okay.
And you go around and you try to each game you try to get them laid. And
Oh.
sometimes things go right, and sometimes things go wrong. Like in the first game was a old DOS game. If you slept with the hooker without putting on a condom, your dick would explode, and that was a
Wait,
game
whoa,
over.
what?
What the?
Hell.
We never
Forgot
had
about
this.
that. I forgot about that.
What the fuck? But you couldn't do this on Twitch because you'd get banned, right? Is it that type?
No, you can. You can actually play all the Leisure Suit Larry games, to my knowledge, up to 7, which
Right.
is when they were made by Sierra, which are the good ones.
Right, Crispy. I'm gonna gift you that game.
I already
just
have it.
Oh,
And
then
I've actually streamed it before, but I would not mind streaming it
I
again.
really, 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 really want to stream what you watch. Like, that
Well,
needs.
the funny thing is, my dad picked up the collection, so it had 1 through 5 of Leisure Suit Larry, and he would come down and he'd play the game, and he'd bring my mom down. They would try to figure out the game, and then as they left,
You snuck in. Bow
I
chicka
snuck in
wow
and
wow.
played it, beat it.
Did you beat it? Beat it in the living room?
Oh yeah.
I didn't put a condom on either.
They weren't the games that are like maybe 7 would have some interesting visuals, but we're talking about real old style. It wouldn't. It was more for to oh, there's a boob, oh sweet, let me beat the game. It was more for that intention. It really wasn't a game to
Yeah.
enjoy yourself.
I still would love to see you play that game.
Enjoy yourself.
If anyone else wants to see Crispy stream that game, follow him on Twitch at LP Krispy Kreme. There you go. Because I need to see that. I think anyone else would want to see that. My favorite game, I don't even know. Yes, I do. It's Search for Reptile. Oh no, Road Rage. Simpsons Road Rage. 100%. Normally people would be like Fortnite or Sims. It's not. It's Road Rage. I said this week, I wish they'd make that co-op, even though Rabbit pulled up a good reason why they're not doing it. Because imagine us all chasing each other down, in Simpsons cars. It'd be funny. Funny to play.
Wait, why can't they do it?
Rabbit said something about the thing went.
Licensing.
Yeah, someone.
The people who own the license for it, I think that developer went bust, and now nobody quite knows who owns the licensing for it.
Mm.
I think
That makes
licensing
sense.
issues.
a game like that or a similar, like someone make a brand new game of that. I'd love to do that. It'd be funny.
I could see a Simpsons GTA with the giant world that they not a GTA but GTA style with the giant world that they've built would be interesting. I might be too late for that, but
Yeah, I think they had.
Question
It's a huge
is
world.
They had
Apuna
hit-
Hasapina Petalon going to be in it though?
they
What?
have to be.
Who?
Yes. What would you mean who?
Peter
Apuna Hasapina
Pettigrew.
Petalon.
Oh,
No.
Apu. I thought you were saying Peter Pettigrew. That's why I was like, why would he be in it? Why would Peter Pettigrew be in Simpsons?
Harry Potter.
A crossover. You mean Apu?
I did.
I
say
think
that
it's
his whole
Abu.
name, yeah.
Is it?
Aboon and Hasapina Petalon.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
So what would yours be then?
Old school wise, I don't know really, to be fair, because I love the Tomb Raiders. Tomb Raiders was the best thing ever, especially number one. Number one was the greatest. Especially locking the butler in the.
I was gonna ask, did you used to do that?
Oh, obviously, everyone has to.
I never played that. I never played that. So when my best friend,
You're gonna have to go back.
well, I bought my best friend a PS1 a few years ago. Sorry for taking over your question. However, I'll forget this. I bought her a PS1 a few years ago and she was buzzing about it. And I bought her Rugrats and, you know, all the good games. And I bought her Tomb Raider and she was like, oh my god, yes! Oh, did you used to lock the butler in? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So confused. And then on TikTok, it was everywhere. People were like, oh yeah, going back to this game to lock the pool butler in. What?
Because
Why?
it used to be irritating. You'd be doing flips in the gymnasium, and he'd just come along with his wiggly tray. Yeah, so he got locked in the fridge.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he deserved it. The old.
Don't go in Dane's kitchen and make funny noise. You'll end up in the fridge.
Yeah, pretty
Jesus.
much.
Get in there.
Along with the others. I mean, no, I'm only messing.
Dane's
Anyway,
cancelled. That's the third one of us.
Pending investigation. But for now, at the moment, currently, my favourite game at the moment is definitely
Ark.
100%. 100%.
Is it just because it's dinosaurs?
No, nothing to do with the dinosaurs. It's the grind. I love games where you start with nothing and work your way up.
Is that why you like
Survive the world.
Minecraft?
Yeah, I love that as well.
Yeah. Is it because you also like you can play with a lot of other people, isn't it? And...
Yeah, that as well.
That's
it's
a good
like
one.
a community.
Yeah.
And then you can build your community up. Do you know what I mean?
See,
I love games like
I
that.
wish it wasn't such a fat game, or I'd play with you.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that you've played a lot of hours of that as well, Lula.
I think that's the game where Gamer, you won't want me to say this, but I'm sure Gamer cheated on that game to get the trophies.
Oh, you can just
Yeah,
skip
you did.
through it.
Yeah, there you go. So
Just go
I'm putting
back
that
and
out
open
there.
it, just
Gamer, the god trophy hunter,
It's been
cheats.
outed.
He's in the Discord chat if anyone wants to know, and he can hear us all. He knows what was being said. I'm surprised I haven't had the door squeaking open. You little bitch, what are you doing?
He's cheated. I'm proud of it.
Rabbit.
Spyro the Dragon.
Oh, good one.
Classic.
I like all three of them, but the first one's definitely the best one.
I love that game. It was always that or Crash.
In that era, did anyone ever play Pandemonium?
No.
No.
That was a great game.
Remind me
It's
what
like
it is.
It's,
Heard
it's
of
a
that before.
platform, so one of them is a jester, and the other one is, I'm not too sure, but it was like kind of a platform jumpy game where you had to jump from different platforms, and collect. I don't know what the aim of the game was, to be fair, but I can just remember it being really good and hard.
I wonder if you can
What
get.
console was on?
Yeah,
PlayStation.
you might be able to get it on Steam.
PS1.
Oh, yeah, I've played it a couple times. We used to get it from Blockbuster.
Oh my god, remember
in the day.
Blockbuster? Oh. We used to have.
Never seen this game.
What,
Really?
Blockbuster?
No, Pandemonium.
Oh.
No, I've seen
I was gonna-
Blockbuster.
I was gonna say, what? Do you remember Blockbuster when you used to have, it'd be a good night when you used to go in there and pick a movie and then get snacks. And now the kids these days all have Netflix, and I sound really fucking old. Incredibly old. But there was always that feeling of picking the movie and buzzing, even if you watched it a million times.
There's still one open.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly where it is.
I've seen that on Family Guy. That's how I know.
I was looking for Pandemonium, and apparently people were selling on eBay cover arts for PS5 games, and it's just
Oh.
I put it in the Discord for podcast, but it's like
Whoa, goddamn.
Oh my god.
and we're like this because you see the and there's Pandemonium 2, which I don't know if you ever got a chance to try the sequel, but I'm
Yes,
like,
I did.
That thong's quite high.
what is this? The things you
Your
type. I just type
algorithms
into
fucked
Google.
me.
And things
Yeah,
that pop up.
Crispy's definitely got targeted searches.
Oh, definitely. I'm not. This guy likes to spend money. He's a sucker. Here,
Yeah.
buy this.
It's got nothing to do with the fucking thong in Resident Evil 3.
I know that's what shocked me. I was like, why is she running in a zombie apocalypse in a thong?
Why not?
I mean, you'd look good in a thong, Lula, fighting zombies. I, however, wouldn't.
I don't know if I would, but
I think you would.
I think it'd be interesting.
I'd just get bit in a zombie apocalypse. We've had this discussion quite a lot. We always ask,
Oh,
where would you go, and what would your like weapon of choice be? And I'm always like, right, I'll go out miles out into the countryside. You know, have my own land, kind of like The Walking Dead, but not as cringe. You know, fight the zombies that come. You know what I mean? They're all in the city. We'll live, and I'll have my own farm that I always wanted. Anyway, I'll have sheep and I'll save them. And Martin says, "No, we're going out to sea. I can't stand the sea anywhere, so I will be shit on that boat. I'll just jump off."
what about rogue waves? Like, going out to sea is dangerous in its own.
And you're surrounded by aliens.
What?
Not
Yeah.
in the actual. I mean, fish. They're fucking weird.
What? What? Where did we get?
You
Where did we-
What I'm saying here, do you?
Fish are
Fish,
aliens.
Nicole.
Fish
Yeah.
are aliens.
Simpsons. Is it Simpsons? The three? Are you talking about that? I don't know what you're talking about. Am I tired?
As a statement, fish are aliens.
Well, have you seen the blobfish?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look like an alien. It's got a face on it, Dane.
That's what I'm saying.
But my fish
Well,
isn't.
that's when it's like dehydrated. When it's in the water, it looks like a normal fish.
That's what I look like when I'm dehydrated.
RTX on. RTX off.
Well, like my fish isn't. So you don't like all fish, Dane? Or is it just?
No, I love eating fish, but what I'm saying
No.
is that when it's out of the ocean, I mean, damn, anything could be out there.
Yeah, but he's not talking about let's go swim in the middle of the ocean. I presume he wants a boat to.
Yeah.
No, I
Settle
hear
the
that.
sea with.
I hear that. But no, fuck that.
Dane's like this. Yeah, I'm not going out there, man. He's got a swarm of zombies out.
I'd
No.
fight these fucking cunts.
I'll do-
I mean, it
I dropped the
depends
C-bomb, my bad.
on what kind of zombie
I
they
think
are.
for
I mean, I
peace of
don't-
mind being on a boat wouldn't be too bad, but the problem is I don't know unless you were to go to some place to get farming and stuff like that. You wouldn't. I don't think you can live off just fish.
I think he means like you live quite close to land, and then you have a little dinghy, and then when you need stuff,
Dingy.
you have a little dinghy. What are those things? The speedboat thing, and then you row over and get your food, and then come back. However, he also said to me, if that does happen, Nicole, we're not taking the animals. I was like, excuse me? We're taking the animals. My rabbit's coming. My dog's coming. My cat's coming. And my fucking fish is coming. And if I see any animals on the way, they're coming as well. I don't care. Don't care what. We.
How are you going to tend to your fish?
Well, I'll get some water. I don't
Throw it
know.
in the yard. If you're on the boat, just throw it in the yard.
Do you get rainwater at sea? I'll just have a bowl above my head.
I mean, you can purify salt water.
That is true. You can get one of those things. I watch a hiking couple from America, and they drink cow water, and I'm like, that's fucking
Yeah, but how
disgusting.
staged do you reckon that is?
No, like, have the
these sitcoms, not sitcoms, sorry. These survival programs.
No, they have a filter.
I get that, right? But behind the scenes, are they drinking real water?
No, they don't take anything. Apparently, by all accounts, she doesn't take like they don't wash. They wash once a week on a Sunday from when they get to
Yeah,
a
but
town.
normal people that live in houses only do that as well.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Dan.
Just
So it's
a,
no different to Karen
ugh.
that lives down the road. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not judging, but I could not have not. Ugh. Oh no.
I mean, you can always set up the boil system too.
Wait, what?
The boil system. You
Oh,
see
okay,
it on
yeah.
Raft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's only been. I don't want to get back to vaginas and all this, but it's only been recently
Well, why
that some.
you then?
Well, it's just because we're talking about cleaning and not. It's
Exactly.
some yes, but some
Exactly.
people didn't know till recently that vaginas are self-cleaning,
That's
and they.
disgusting.
Well, why is it disgusting?
Well,
We
that's
clean
disgusting.
ourselves. You, however, have man meat that hangs down and gets soggy. We do not. We internalize and we clean ourselves out.
Mine's self-cleaning. I clean it myself.
You spit on it. Nice.
A little dab will do you.
Rabbit stuffs himself back up.
Fucking
Fucking belly
A.
button.
He's not denying it. He's silent. He's doing it right now.
Yeah, I missed that. Sorry.
So Rabbit enjoyed the Spyro series.
Yeah. Chris, fuck.
But,
I go ahead, Nicole.
no, you go. You go.
I enjoyed probably Resident Evil would be my favorite series. I really enjoyed Undertale
I need to play that.
for the fact that it choices mattered for that. The lore, the deep lore into it was really nice. It's a lot of fun to play. But in terms of like favorite series, favorite game, probably Resident Evil 2 be my favorite. But I really enjoy horror games due to that. It was the reason I bought we got a PlayStation over N64 was because of the original Resident Evil game. Great stuff, and I have a lot of memories playing that down in Florida with my family during the nights when we had got done on the beach and everything like that. We would go ahead and go upstairs in the condo, and we would play that. And me, my sister, and my dad would just watch and hang out together. So it has a lot of memories for it.
I like watching people play games. I think I don't want to make it about myself. What game I used to play all this Assassin's Creed, and I used to just watch him because I like the story, and I think that's why Twitch is so successful because people just like to watch.
Sit and enjoy the story with somebody.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it's nice. However, Crispy, the game you were playing last night freaked me the f out. We hit that pizza
Yeah,
man.
I dipped.
The pizza man was just smiling so creepy at you, and I was like, Crispy, this man, you're gonna find pube in your food. I was like, he was just
I ate the
smiling,
entire pizza.
Mm.
It was delicious.
pubes and all.
Cubes and all.
Damn.
But there's some games that like people are toxic with when they're streaming because I don't like playing games that I've never played off stream because I get quite bad anxiety about it when people are going, you're doing it wrong, and I think that's because when we played Minecraft that one time and Spooky was getting really annoyed at me and he was like, you're doing it wrong, right, I'm gonna have to F and leave, you do my head and you want me, and he made a comment about him wanting to hurt himself, so I don't have to play it off stream and get my bearings before going on. So it's just people can be quite toxic like that.
It's all how it affects the individual as well that's receiving it, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Exactly. If you're a caring person, if someone's saying that sort of stuff to you, it's not nice at all.
Yeah, he got pulled up about it. He got his ass ripped in two.
Good.
Yeah, he's a good egg, but he just... Especially on... Minecraft's toxic.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I didn't realise, I was like... Rabbit was like, yeah, you'll love it, you just build, you survive. And I had my Amenadiel, my horse, and I loved it. I loved playing with everyone. It is so effing toxic. Just Martin wanted to kill... Just from within, Martin wanted to kill my fucking horse. Just because I wasn't going on the game, for one. Like, yeah, I'm going to kill it. That's nice. And then I got follow botted. I got follow botted Lula for 44,000. Just the first Minecraft. Bump.
Yep, that's what happens.
Cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah. But anyway, Lula, what's your favourite game?
I have a few. If you've been on my stream, obviously my hyperfixation right now is Undertale.
Yes, your artwork is
What's the
incredible.
Thank you. But old school, I would have to say, and this is going to be a shocker. One of my favorite games is Silent Hill. I love Silent
I
Hill.
hated that
Silent
game.
Hill 1
game.
and 2
Oh no.
are two of my favorites,
No.
and Fatal Frame.
Like
is
Nicole
one of my
says, I
favorites.
enjoyed watching my dad play the Silent Hill series.
It freaked me out.
Obviously, I wasn't of age when the
Yeah.
Silent Hill came out,
Mhm.
and then I was like, okay, I'll just watch this one. And it's like, you can only watch it for an hour or so. It gets a bit mad. So, yeah. Good game, good game.
And
Oh,
of
yeah,
course, I
classics.
like Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Fantasy,
that's
particularly Final Fantasy 6, 7, and 9. Those are
Which
my
one-
3 favorites.
which one's with
I've never played
lightning?
them.
You'd love it.
13.
The one with
Huh?
lightning's 11, Crispy.
No,
13.
no, you're right.
Oh.
13. I apologize.
Yeah,
They
back
kinda got-
off.
Final Fantasy got kind of crazy. They went, oh, you got 10, and then we're gonna have an online service. Then we're gonna have the game again. We're gonna have another online service. But
Which
we're
is
gonna name it 14.
Which is the one where you get the black car at the end?
15.
Alright, that's one Martin absolutely
I
loves.
think.
I don't.
Ah.
Well,
He
you,
loves
you
it.
get the black car all the way.
Because you
through.
get the Florence and the Machine singing at the end, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. I remember watching him play that game. It's absolutely stunning. And Dan, if you could play them, because it's stunning.
What type of game is it? Obviously, I've never looked into it.
It's a role playing
JRPG.
event.
Okay.
Is
It's a
the 15th one like
JRPG.
Kingdom Hearts almost in terms of combat?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, I love
Steel.
Kingdom Hearts too.
Have you ever any of
Also
you
very,
played
very classic.
Broken Sword? I think it's called.
No,
I think it's called
haven't.
that. I think Martin Gamer. I don't know if he's listening, but I think it's Broken Sword. He played that. That's a beautiful game as well. If he's ever wanted to play something
I
like
think
that.
I have played that one. to be
Yeah.
fair.
Also, another game that's stunning. Heavy Rain.
Yes. Very
That
good game.
is beautiful. That is beautiful.
I'm
Luke.
sorry.
What happened,
Heavy
Lulu?
Rain cracked me up.
Jason!
It's
He's
so silly.
the kid's got
I-
the balloon. Jason! Stop fucking shouting,
The
Jason!
fucking chase scene, if you donk it up, is hilarious.
Lulu, a kid's been kidnapped and you're laughing?
No, right? What?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It's funny on the fucking game. Come on.
They try so hard to make it like, yeah, sometimes the disbelief.
Yeah, it
thing,
is.
you're just
Yeah,
like,
they tried to make it too immersive. They
Yeah.
went past it.
I was watching one of the streamers that I adore. His name's Calvin Sims. He's a very fantastic artist. He was playing Heavy Rain and he forgot to wash his hands after going to the bathroom. The entire
Oh.
chat started ripping him for it.
Oh.
It was
If you
so
don't do it in
freaking
the
funny.
game, you don't do it in real life. At least you know not to eat his food if you ever meet him. You will get pubes in the food.
No. No.
Oh.
I think he just wasn't thinking because a lot of times in games you don't think about doing like regular things. Like you
No.
don't think about like everyday life things when it comes to gaming because,
It's a
normally
game.
they do like they automatically fill in that void by like time skipping or whatever or edit or jump into the next scene and stuff like that.
But
So it's easy to forget that kind of stuff too.
it's like on Sims. I don't know if Crispy remembers this. So on Sims, I made a lot of people from the community back in the day, and I made Crispy, and I made Crispy fall in love with pretty much every single person in the world. So he had kids everywhere, and then he fell in love
even
with
the
an alien. An alien took him into space. I don't know why this is like needed to be known, but I just remember Chrissy coming back down like, wow. But even then, like, yeah, I'm sorry. That just popped back into my head, Crispy. That back in the day.
And some games let you do it, like the game I played, the Fears to Fathom game, let you use the restroom and even flush the toilet, but then I automatically go over to the sink, but you can't use the sink. So sometimes some games let you do that, and some do not. So, but yeah, any stream I've watched when anybody's ever gone to the restroom or said, "Hey, I got to take a break" or something like that, as soon as they get back, there's always someone in chat that goes,
Did you wash your hands?
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, I do that. I do
I
that.
do that a lot.
Yeah. But
I
in
just like being annoying sometimes. If I can be as chaotic as possible,
well,
that's what I do.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
Oh Lord, y'all should see us play freaking Zomboid.
Dawn,
It's-
I'm
Oh.
that is. I literally asked Crispy. I said, "What? How many players can you play?" Because I thought it was only co-player, and I didn't want to be like, "Oh, well, Crispy gifted it to me, so I can't play with Lula." So I messaged him. He was like, "Yeah, Nicole, it's like 126 people." And I was like, "Oh, fucking great."
Yep. If the server can handle it, you can have a lot. And the world's huge, so you can have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I'm not gonna
Who'd have
look
thought
at.
Kentucky's that big?
So
Oh,
with
it's so deadly.
with Zomboid, will I? Because you'll have progressed before me, so will I be way behind you, or? Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
no.
I just don't want to go in and you've all got, gold weapons or whatever, and I'm there with a stick.
Progress is a really funny word when it comes to Project Zomboid.
I
Fucking
don't know.
lost.
You should get it, Dan.
I was considering it, but
Oh.
it would consume my life. It would consume my life.
Dan, please.
Come on, we should all play.
We should
It'll be
all
funny.
play. We should generally all play, and it could be one time.
We
That could be.
completely left our group.
That could generally be one of the Harsholes episodes.
What does this?
Just us all playing.
Project Zomboid?
Yes, we could just be talking and playing
Well,
the game.
you'll have to let us know down in the comments for that one. If you want to see us do
Yes!
that, then let us know. If that's
Yep.
the thing, and everyone wants us to do that, then I'll download it. Okay? Okay, cool.
Yeah, just go and tell Dan on his chat.
Just,
Yeah, just
Flood
go
on my-
harass. harass,
yeah,
To be fair,
Jay.
To be fair, Dan has to start streaming more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't
just
talk.
enjoying the moment at the moment. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I
I'm
can't talk.
enjoying the games.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, this is a weird one, and you know what it's going to be. What is the strangest thing to happen in your chat or while you were streaming? Like, it could be someone has come in and said something. It could be someone's, just a weird thing that's happened. Anything. Do you want me to kick it off?
Yeah,
I-
you go for it.
Okay,
She
I'll
didn't read the chat.
I had this guy. I'm not going to name anyone's names because in case they won't listen to it. However, I'm not going to say one story because this person still comes in my chat. But this person who I'm actually going to tell a story doesn't. However, this guy took a screenshot of my photo on Snapchat, and he was a nice guy and all this. He was being a bit weird writing me poems. He knows Gamer exists. He knows we've been together for so long. This was like 2019, I reckon. And he asked if he could draw a picture for me. Like, he screenshot my photo and asked if he could draw it. And I was like,
Don't you ask before you do that?
well,
Yeah.
why? So I was like,
it's kind of weird.
so everyone was in, and obviously when I told a lot of people, I was like, this is creepy, right? This is creepy. And I was like, yeah, that's very fucking creepy.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's not uncommon to use people who are online to draw. It's really not. But the
He's
fact that he had
but he's never. It was the poems for one. I'm not going to rack off what he'd said because again, he might come in, he might not want me to say anything. However, he's never drawn before. He's never expressed to draw. It's not like if you'd said to me, Nicole, this is a nice picture of you. Can I draw it? I'd be like, fine, beautiful. Do it, Lula. Do it for me. No, don't. Anyway.
Are you hinting? I feel like you're hinting.
With nipples out, please. No. But he's never, and then he randomly messaged me, and for the fact, like, a lot of other people back then were like, no, this is fucking weird. No. Yeah, it flagged me up.
People back then, I still think it's weird now.
Yeah, he doesn't come around anymore. He got called out on something else he did, and he left. But yeah.
Can we not say that's something else, or are we just gonna leave that one there?
Oh, it was just because there was, again, it's gone back to a lot of old school crap. But there was a guy who was really close to me called Harry. and we were really good friends. He was my day one from the stream, and we were really close. And a lot of people were saying like, "You're flirting with him. You're flirting," and bearing in mind, we were always on stream. So if Martin was like, "Nicole, you're flirting with him," he'd pull me up on it. It was nothing other than best friends. But this guy was going around telling other streamers that we knew that we were flirting, and it was serious, and they were just stirring shit.
Yeah.
And then we found out through Amwa, and yeah,
Shout out Amwa.
shout out Amwa. And yeah, he left when he got called out. Again, me and Harry were nothing but just really good friends. He was a good guy. He's still a good guy. He's an egghead, but he's a good guy. Anywho, anyone else? Dan, I pick you.
Do you know what? I don't know, you know, to be fair.
You have
Like,
gamer in your chat. Something weird will have come. You twerk on your chat.
Yeah, exactly. It's not weird. It's just my life, really, isn't it? I'm a bit weird anyway. So,
No, come on. You've had weird things. You've had people writing TT, it's, text to speech erotic novels for you. That's weird.
Oh, who would do that? Who would do that sort of thing? I wonder.
Rabbit did it. Rabbit did it. No one else.
Yeah, rabbit. Okay. But no, in all honesty,
Oh my god.
That actually did happen.
An image,
It did
an
happen.
image just came up, and it's kind of crazy. Anyway. No, to be fair, I haven't had nothing that's kind of turned the tide.
That
For
is.
anyone who's listening who's thinking what the hell is going off right now, Crispy has just drawn 2 portraits of both Nader and Lula Creative. Yeah.
I took a photo of that, and I will post that on Siphon with the
Amazing.
So if you want to follow Siphon on
Absolute
Instagram.
piece of art.
Crispy, I've just seen your message, and it's alright, it doesn't matter if it's up to an hour, as long we're vibing.
Okay.
Go on, Dan. Daw, it's just because Daw's live.
Okay. But no, in all honesty, I've not had nothing crazy weird happen. In all
You haven't had like girls making fake accounts, and you've not had any of that.
I've only been streaming for over a year and a half now.
Yeah, that happened in like I need to say by his name, Gamer's first month of like,
Yeah.
he had a girl. She was saying she was 15 from Texas. She was called it was something like something Rose. It was something, and she was messaging him saying, "I'm 15. I'm from Texas. I think, or Florida, somewhere like that. I really, really want to be with you." Martin was like, "Nicole, look at this message that she's sending me." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "Okay." And then on one of the messages, she said, "Please don't show Nicole." So I privately messaged her, and I was like, "He showed me everything. And she disappeared. But that Twitch is weird.
Yeah. As I say, like, there's been incidences, but nothing to, phone home about or say anything about. It's just.
I'll make
it
it.
is what
I'll
it is,
find
innit?
some.
To
Lula?
be fair, my entire chat is just a bunch of weirdos. But I love them regardless. I call them my babies because every time especially on Mondays and now Fridays, they come in with what I call the weekend zoomies, and it's just wildin' all the
I
time.
love that. I always say this when I'm talking about you, Lula. Your stream is the most vibrant place. You're always laughing. I love being in your streams just because and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I'm not. It's such a happy environment. Like if you're stressed, you go in yours and you're just talking. You're not even gaming. You just drawing, and someone can say something and I can't even explain it. It's such a good place to be. Like
embarrassing me.
I don't. That's why like when it's the same with Crispies. Like yesterday, I was like the greatest man on stream is live. It's the same with you. Like I'm like, she's amazing. Please go on, because you just all of everyone who's in this chat now. Anyway, you're the reasons why we picked us, because we vibe. Not that no one else doesn't vibe, and other members can come in and vibe with us when we have the time. But you're all amazing, all of yous, and I'm not just saying that because you're in. when you leave. Can't stand,
appreciate that.
can't stand Dan. He won't even send me that link to his song of his rap.
There's more than one, but anyway. Yeah, we'll just not go there.
I've got cringy stuff on YouTube. You're not
I
finding
wanna-
that? No. No. Because I've tried and tried to get those taken down, and I can't because I don't know the password or the thing to get in.
Well, I never posted them. Somebody in my city did.
Oh no.
It's
Yeah.
because of MySpace back in the day.
Remember MySpace? Everyone was always, I don't know if it was the same for you, but it was like Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl. Everyone had that on their little MySpace thing. Oh my god.
They were
And
making fun of me in my chat because I thought Tom was dead. I
oh.
said, rest in peace, Tom.
Yeah,
Rabbit,
so
what should we
Rabbit,
think?
Rabbit, yeah, weird stream things.
Nothing.
You're an asshole, dude.
I mean, someone killed me in EFT and then came in and subbed to me on Twitch.
I was gonna say that
That's
was
like the
nice.
weirdest thing I can think of.
Cute.
Maybe that's why you come back
but
to.
it's still kind of weird. Like, the guy's killed me, found out who I am, come and found.
He's probably just
Yeah,
like
he's-
coming to brag.
respect.
Oh yeah,
I just
he's
shit
a
on
nice
you,
guy.
and now I'm going to give you some money because I shit on you. There you go, mate. Thanks for your service.
Now you're my bitch.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah,
Did you have a TTV in your name?
He
No
did.
comment.
He did. He did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Okay.
Why don't you come back to Twitch? Let's discuss that.
No.
Like with YouTube,
No.
with YouTube, we go in as much as possible. However, you can't minimize the screen, so it goes into a little corner box and do other things or whatever. You have to be on YouTube all the time.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but that's the viewer's problem, not mine.
You fucking twat. He doesn't care. You heard that here.
Yeah, like if you on YouTube and you're liking YouTube streams, you know what that's about anyway. So that's the sort of people I'm trying to get in. I'm not trying to take the Twitch people over to YouTube. Not that they're not welcome.
Stay away. Curse is all.
Motherfuckers.
Oh wow.
He got tired of all the whisper DMs. Your voice is so sultry. Like butter.
It makes my legs like jelly.
Makes my legs like jelly.
I'm surprised he isn't playing EFT, and that's why he keeps muting his mic.
No, I'm not.
He more than
Focused.
likely is.
You
I
thought?
Just got done
right now.
rearranging all my gear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm drawing right now, so
I just got done drawing. I was
that was the best. That, that was the best drawing ever. I'm actually.
Tell which part I focus the most on. That smile.
I'm quite sad that we don't have genitals, Crispy.
How would you draw that on a stick figure?
I don't.
Maybe some pubes.
I
Ah.
You can't talk, Lulu. We've seen your erotic art.
hey.
Yeah,
I'm not on trial here.
it is beautiful. I'm so sad you don't show that to the world.
I do.
Well,
For a large lump sum.
yeah, you should do that for OnlyFans. You should make a thing, Only drawings. People pay. People will
I
pay
have a
that.
not safe for work
people would
Twitter.
pay for that, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's called Patreon.
Oh yeah, Patreon. Oh my god. Yeah.
Of course,
I
Crispy
can't
would know.
figure out Patreon. I'm too old. Like I'm trying to figure it out. But
Yeah.
I'm like
Lula,
We have
I was
wonderful friends and zoomies in chat. She's like, I'm just too old to figure this out.
I was
She'd be like,
I was explaining to Lula like you need to start putting clips on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I'm too old for that. How do you do that? I was like, it's easy. How? Like generally it's like talking to my mum.
okay, so I just figured out that you can download VODs. Okay. I
Lula.
just
Have
figured
you
that
been
out.
Have you been frozen and thawed out?
Hey, she's not old.
Oh.
Don't.
It was Lula drawing on the caves.
Hey, I'll do that.
Probably.
May as well
Oh.
sleep now.
Wow.
you fucked it, mate.
Wow.
I'm innocent. Promise.
He was just like, I'm just sitting here. What do you guys want?
So last thing before we call it, since we've been for an hour and 11 minutes nearly, for this week, who would you recommend watching?
Stop.
Who? What?
Stop.
What? Oh, Lula hanging out with her. Oh.
You damn rude. You damn rude for that.
They'll never know.
I don't have a clue what's going on. I just like the picture. It's if you wanted to know, it's a cat dressed as a husky and two huskies. They're quite cute. I don't understand the hidden joke.
The caption is above it.
Yeah, Lula hanging out with younger kids.
She's
Oh, I
pretending to be
got it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
There we go. Penny drop.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I was just looking at how cute the dogs were. I thought it was a hidden joke.
You rude for that, man. You rude for that.
Yeah, who would you recommend watching on Twitch? Like, who have you been watching this week? Mine is always going to be, well, this week I watched Lula, and I watched Crispy yesterday, and I watched Gamer. So, they're my three. You don't have to pick three, but they're the people who I've watched.
Full tags, please. Full tags.
So, it'd be LP Krispy Kreme on Twitch. It would be The Final Gamer. He is on nearly every day. And Miss Lula Creations. I'm surprised she'll change her name at some point. It'll be Mrs. Lula Creations. Something. Dot at the end. Because she'll have forgot her password. But
Stop.
Miss Lula,
You violated the law.
all our socials will be in the description below anyway, so if you just wanted to, you know, follow us, you're more than welcome. However, Lula wants to hit, is it 300? You want to hit 300 followers.
Away.
So we need to make it happen. We need to get her to 300. She's not going to do a titty stream as much as I ask, I beg. She won't do it. Also, remember recently, Lula, I asked you to put porn on t-shirts. I didn't mean that, I promise. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I was DMing and her, and we were talking about her merch, and I said something about like.
Yeah, these DMs sound kind of fucking crazy, you know.
It was something.
I need to see some examples of this.
I can't even remember how we got onto it, Lula, but it was basically came out like I was asking Lula to put herself masturbating or something like that on t-shirts, but I didn't mean it like that. I meant her erotic art. I meant to put her erotic art on, and it came out. I can show.
Why we have so many girl members in Siphon. Oh, that makes sense now.
I scare them off. Can you?
Let me give you a merch idea. Hold on.
I'm literally. I am like a perv, and I don't mean to be.
I think it'll be outed in this podcast.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't mean it like that.
Professional perv.
I didn't mean it like that. She knows I didn't mean it like that. She just didn't answer quick enough, so I was typing and she was typing, and basically asked Lula to masturbate. Fine. I'll pay you next time.
This must be one of those English things. You guys across the pond are just very, very free things.
Then you get your ass over here, Crispy.
If they let me in. Look at my resume. We saw your Twitter account. We're going to let you into this country.
Now they'll invite you instead.
Yeah, they would.
Come on, mate.
I'd love that. Dan, who have you been? Who would you recommend people to watch?
Recommend anyone in Team Siphon 100%. Watching personally at the moment, obviously, I just watch a close bunch of people. To be fair, i.e., you know, Rabbit, Martin, Gamer, Final Gamer. Yourself, Nicole.
Hey.
To be fair, whenever anyone in the
it is the same.
I don't genuinely go out my way to watch anyone new, if I'm honest.
That's the same with me.
Which is kind of toxic. I just like to watch more content on YouTube, if I'm honest. You know, just like people doing like run-throughs 100 days and stuff like that. So, yeah, no one specific to shout out, but you know who the team are. The tags will be below.
Rabbit.
Dave just said, "Fuck all y'all."
None of yous are good. Only Siphon.
You can Google it yourself.
I'm not here to do the work for you.
So Rabbit was said something and he's muted his mic again. I'm sure he's waxing his bumhole or something.
I'm here. No what?
That's definitely what he's doing. That's why he sounds so tinny, because he's in the bathroom.
No, other than the team, the only other person I watch is Glorious on Twitch at the moment.
And what are they playing?
EFT.
EFT. Yeah. Shoulda known.
He only does it for the drops.
No, I watch Glorious all year round.
Crispy?
Oh boy. Just Twitch or just anywhere?
It could, well,
I'm sorry. YouTube and Twitch is okay?
yes. Can't say Pornhub or anything like that.
Well, there used to be a streaming service that
But-
did it was kind of interesting. It was a service that did like a Twitch, but it was with, it
Called
had
Babe
less
Station.
restrictions. No, not Babe Station. Let's just say it was a mix of like your cam girl site and Twitch. It was
Definitely Babe Station,
it was like the Wild West. It was a very interesting place to.
Remember Babe Station?
Hmm?
Remember Babe Station? They always had the toys, but they never done anything with it. Oh yeah, I'd love. I'll shut up. I shouldn't know this. Go on. Go.
Mostly big time into VTubers, either from Hololive or Ninja Sanji. There's just a lot of great, or from VSojo, there's a lot of great independent VTubers that are out there. Lula being one herself.
Mhm.
Of course, anybody from Siphon, I'm always hanging around you guys, but I usually have more than one stream pulled up at a time. There's a bunch of like anything that has to do with like speed running, people playing horror games. You know, there's so much to watch on Twitch. A lot very interesting, but with my main focus right now has been with VTubers from both sides, independent or whatnot.
I'm glad you came around. Gamer stream when he was playing.
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, I'm so
Mhm.
glad. You're incredible, Crispy.
And then we had to wait to help him with bosses because the multiplayer system wasn't working very well at the time. We had to wait 45 minutes in between bosses.
Those were the days.
All
And
for
he kept
the trophies.
and he kept falling down those halls, and you were laughing.
Yes, he even got featured on something fails, I think it was.
Yeah, a few times he's been put on fails, which is just funny. Lula.
I'm like Crispy. I normally have like a bunch of tabs up at the same time because I like supporting people just as much as I can. But of course, everybody in Team Siphon. Um, definitely want to shout out the newer members like Wild Irish, Arrow, Arrow DBL. I can't remember anyone right now. Like I feel like I'm being put on the spot. But outside of Team Siphon, I would say Crystal Nadra is a very fun streamer. She's adorable. She's a VTuber. And yeah.
What do they stream?
They stream art. They also stream video games. Right now she just got done doing a run through of Resident Evil 2 on hardcore for Leon's
Ooh.
story. I'm not sure what she's going to be streaming next, but she plays Zomboid with us.
Oh,
too.
that'd be cool. Is Zomboid like? Do you have to be in Discord? Or has it got its own voice channel, chat thing?
It's best to be in Discord.
Okay.
It is. Because
Has it got
the way,
proximity chatter?
I think.
well, the thing is with
I don't think so, Dan.
Zomboid,
Depends
if
if
you
it's got
use the
mods, to be
voice
fair.
thing, it also alerts the zombies around you. So
We fucked it then if Nicole's there.
Yeah.
Lula,
Yeah.
get your nipples out.
Yeah, Dan. What are you talking about? You'll be putting them in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly. Get in
Yeah.
the fridge.
Get in the fridge. It'll be me making the noise. I'm mimicking a zombie. Ugh, get in the fridge, Nicole. You're annoying.
The big thing is to collect all the zombies' panties and keep them.
Is that actually a thing?
Oh yes.
Yes. Yes, it is. In fact, in a recent playthrough, most of the people playing were in frilly underwear.
Oh, this is going to be dim. We have
We're
to play
definitely doing
this.
what they call the meta of Project Zomboid. Less clothes, you get that extra speed. Oh, it's
If this
guaranteed
actually happens
safety.
in real life,
I wanna
zombies,
hear
I'm not
from you,
gonna.
I'm just gonna dip from the group and not be heard from again.
Someone kept honking the horn and causing all the zombies to come after us. I had to get away.
Dan, that sounds fun, and we need to play it. He's not impressed. Fine. And-
He needs
I'm
more
on the
people in his
fence.
chat to
I'm on
tell
the
him.
fence.
Well,
No, you said you like survivals where you have to start with basically nothing. Yeah.
that's true. She's got you there.
No, I do. We'll have to see.
You like being in frilly underwear as well.
I mean,
Amber tells us all the time. You won't get out of her knickers.
Nothing makes me feel more confident than a big fuzzy thong holding the boys up.
No, he lets one hang loose. Apparently, Amber said. He likes to feel the breeze.
Always.
just don't run.
Oh,
Oh.
he's like, yeah, right.
Just the clackers.
Just the
Oh, oh. A quick thing before we end this. So I had popcorn in bed the other day because here in England you can't get butter popcorn anymore. It's nigh on impossible. So for Christmas, Gamer bought me 5 big boxes of microwavable popcorn, which is great. I ate Fear the Walking Dead in bed, and the next day he says to me, Nicole, look on my testicle. I'm like, no, I'm not looking at your testicle. What are you doing? No. And he's like, Nicole, look at my testicle. He sleeps in sometimes naked, sometimes in his boxers, and a piece of popcorn had stuck to his testicle.
He should just be happy that it was a piece of popcorn.
How did you get it off?
He picked it off. I was like, I'm not looking at that because it grossed me out. I was like, what are you doing? I'm not looking at this. Why are you showing me this for? And I was grossed out, and then I looked and I burst out laughing.
What if it wasn't actually a piece of popcorn?
Nut.
Oh, then I shouldn't have eaten it, Dan. No, I'm kidding. No.
They just threaten him with the vacuum next time. Oh, you want to show me that? That'll teach him.
Right, and with that, I think it's time for us to end. We've been running for nearly an hour and a half talking about.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yep.
It has been.
I want to say thank you from me, Ned.
And me.
Watch on
And it
him.
looks like I'll be playing through the least.
It just went and me. Nothing.
I'm Steve.
He's Steve.
Hello.
I'll be going through the Leisure Suit Larry series again. Apparently, always
Oh.
a pleasure.
Yes. Please. And that is because of us begging him. So if you want to catch Crispy's stream of that, it's LP Krispy Kreme. Rabbit. Crispy. Yeah, I've already said your name. Do you want to say bye, Crispy?
Bye, Crispy.
Oh, bye. Bye, Crispy. Bye, Crispy.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
He is.
Bye.
That's Rabbit. I don't know why he's been at your social today. And Miss Lula. Well, he could have went for a wee. And Miss Lula.
Well, I hope anyone watching or listening is having a good night, morning, or afternoon, and thank you for stopping by with us.
See you later, guys.
Peace out.